How about a little trip down memory lane? Go back to 1964, 1965. I used to watch Death Valley Days on TV. And Ronald Reagan, who of course would go on to become president of the US, was the host. And that was my first encounter with Borax, because Reagan advertised a product called Boraxo on TV. And in fact, that's what you see him holding there. This was a mixture of borax, which is sodium borate, and soap. And it was great for cleaning hands. And there was a lot of emphasis on cleaning hands in those days. And that, of course, was many decades before COVID. But anyway, why am I telling you this? Because recently I was asked about another connection with borax. Now, borax is a mineral. It originally was mined in the desert in the southern U.S., and it's a great laundry product because it binds minerals in the water, it softens the water, so it improves the activity of the detergent. But the reason that I was asked about it is because of a story that supposedly happened back in England in the 1800s, where borax and its derivative boric acid were added to milk. Why was that the case? Because in those pre-Louis Pasteur days, milk, of course, was not pasteurized. And as London became bigger and bigger, dairies moved further and further out from the city. So milk had to be transported longer distances, and it had a greater chance of spoiling. And when milk spoils, of course, it begins to smell and has an off taste. Well, farmers discovered that adding borax to the milk would, in fact, destroy the compounds that gave the bad taste and the bad smell. Unfortunately, it didn't do anything for the bacteria that were pathogenic, that would cause disease. So there was an epidemic of milk diseases in England because of the use of borax. So it's not that borax itself was dangerous. No, it was the fact that it masked milk that otherwise was spoiled and had disease-causing bacteria. And then, of course, Louis Pasteur came along and discovered that bacteria could be killed with heat, and that was applied to milk, although Pasteur himself did not apply that to milk. He found that you could, in fact, make wine and beer stay around longer if there was a heat treatment. And he also worked out exactly what the conditions were, how long a solution had to be heated and at what temperature in order to inactivate the bacteria. But eventually, of course, milk became pasteurized, and that's what we drink today. So no worries about adding borax to milk today, which I think was what stimulated the question that was directed my way about borax. Do they still use borax in milk? No, they do not. Borax belongs in your washing machine. It's great there, but it is kept out of food. And there's a story about Ronald Reagan advertising this product and why it brought back these memories.